When she announced the contest, the witch's intentions were not the best. To slay the man-eating falcon that on the highest mountain had made its nest. The falcon terrorized the land, and no warrior who had faced it had returned. But the witch promised to embed with strong magic the blade that slayed the bird. The metalsmith did not care about the fearsome falcon, but he loved his art. So before even making a plan to kill it, he chose the blade closest to his heart, a camel bone handle and a special steel made with patterns of raindrops. This is the perfect knife to be the magical blade that no shield ever stops. He knew other warriors would be there on the falcon's cliff, hunting the bird, and he believed he'd only be worthy if the knife was his only tool. So he kept his word. The bone-handled knife was used to slay competitors and beasts, and also to climb. And the deadly falcon found its nest to be the wrong place at the wrong time. The blade still had dried falcon blood when the smith arrived at the witch's cabin. With no intention of honoring her promise, she was impressed with the blade's patterns. This is clearly a special blade, and this spell will make it one of the best on the land. And she made a pretty light show, but the effect was as minimal as throwing sand. The witch knew the metalsmith would be back once he realized the treason, but it would be the perfect opportunity to test the contest's real reason. The falcon's talons were the last ingredient she needed for a cursed knife, one that upon the lightest touch on skin would suck out the enemy's life. Outraged, the metalsmith stormed back into the cabin and fell right into a trap. The witch approached him with a pitch-black blade, ready to blow him off the map. But the smith was the best at his craft, so even without magic, there was no blade sharper. Cutting through the ropes like butter, he was soon free and ready to outsmart her. His wielding skill was just as extraordinary. The witch had no time to cast the spell. The metalsmith was quick. His bone-handled blade sent her right back to hell. He buried the witch's cursed knife deep, hoping it was never to be found. His own handmade knife became a legend, and as a hero, he was crowned.